Hi Cancer, my name is Audrey Alison. Thank you for joining me for your January 2017 forecast for the month. Happy New Year. I'm very happy to be here. Thank you for tuning in, for subscribing, for sharing, for liking these videos, and for your subscription on this channel. And I want to take a moment to thank you for your likes on my Facebook page, Audrey Alison Astrology and Tarot, as well as my Instagram account, that is Audrey Alison _ Astrology Tarot. And thank you for your donations, Cancer. I receive each and every one of them, and I reply to all of them. I really appreciate them. This is my sole profession, as well as these are free video scopes. So I really appreciate your support and generosity there as well. And thank you for booking with me. I love doing what I do, and that makes me obsessed with it. That makes me really good at it too. I do love what I do, so thank you for choosing me. This reading, I am using the Aquarian Tarot deck by David Palladini. Thought it was fitting because we are going into a lot of Aquarian energy right now. Our sun and our new moon are both in Aquarius, and the back of the deck is very vintage. I'm saying it looks like a mixture of the 1970s and the Renaissance period. He has such a beautiful way of illustrating. I read that David Palladini is an Italian illustrator, but he studied at the Pratt Institute in Brooklyn, where Pamela Coleman Smith, the illustrator for the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, the original tarot deck, where she studied. So Pratt Institute, what's up? Good job. Okay, so let's get to the forecast. A lot going on this month. Sporadic houses in astrology. This would be like a spattered chart if you were looking at this as a natal chart. But we have our first transit, and that is Venus on the 3rd of January. Venus enters Pisces. So the planet of love and harmony and balance entering the 9th house is about attracting foreigners to you, attracting yourself to a foreign location, foreign travel, certification, and higher studies. Venus is harmony in metaphysical pursuits, or the learning or studying of the tarot and astrology, which is also the 9th house. Venus in the 9th could see money for courses that are needed. Maybe a smoothing over of your belief system and the 9th house, belief systems and political and philosophical viewpoints. You might have some more harmony here than usual. On the 4th, Mercury's going to go deeper into his retrograde. We start this year in a Mercury retrograde through the 8th of January. So Mercury on the 4th transits into Sagittarius back to the 28-degree mark. And I mentioned this in December's forecast, so please make sure you watch that for more details on this retrograde for you, Cancer. Having him go 2 degrees into that sector impacts your 6th house of health. So there's a review of your workout routine, your diet, your schedule, the details in your route, how you are commuting, and the hours within the structure of your daily work regimen. So for a 4-day period, 5-day period, Mercury wants to tweak this. There's a review and analysis here, but goes pretty deeply. Don't be too hard on yourself if you're behind schedule in the workout area. There's always time to make up for that when Mercury actually goes direct. But you're going to start the initial mental review of wow, I got to get that in check. I got to get that in order. The first week, there's also a sextile between Jupiter in Libra and Saturn in Sagittarius. And Jupiter is in the 4th house and Saturn is in the 6th. So the sextile is harmonious, 60 degrees apart at an exact 22 degrees. And this could initiate a connection between the 4th and the 6th house. Maybe the mother your mother, the fourth house of the maternal, has to get involved with bringing the kids to school, or the home environment is expanding. Your home itself is larger, Jupiter in the fourth. And that could have been the case since he entered Libra, which was back in, gosh, what year and what month are we in? It was several months ago, let's put it that way. The home has been expanding for Cancer. A lot of environment changes and larger because Jupiter is abundance and expansion. So upgrading the home and then having this be easier on where you're located to your job, the sixth house. Having this be better for your health. Maybe the upgrade is a new filtration system and your air is now purified. I don't know why I'm bringing that up. Absolutely just coming to me in the session. I would never write that down immediately, so that'll apply to some Cancers. Your environment is suiting the health better. That's huge in the first week. Actually, it's a theme through the month of January, but the sextile is exact in the first week at 22 degrees. On the 12th, we have our full moon at 22 degrees of Cancer. This is your full moon. There's a full culmination and an awareness of where you need to be for the year. And if you don't know, you might want to book a session with me, an Astro Tarot reading, so we can figure that out. But the full moon does bring an awareness, an illumination in the area of the first house of self and body. So, what needs to be seen will be seen mid-month, around the 12th. Full moons last 2.5 days before, 2.5 days after their highest glowing part. On the 12th, their most shine, their shineful moment. So you've got a good 5-day period of time where the full moon could be in effect, from the 10th to the 15th. But their energies last a 28-day lunar cycle. They don't just dissipate, but they're at their strongest then. Now, the same day on the 12th, Mercury travels into Capricorn, now direct, back in the sector that he retrograded. So the 7th house. Information and details regarding the marriage, your spouse, your business partnerships. You can now move forward with the signing of documents and contracts with business partners since Mercury's direct and moving full speed ahead. This is also about, if you're not in a marriage, this is great for dating and connecting through communication, through conversation. Mercury in the 7th. Saying the right things at the right time is very important skill. To not say too much is just as important as to say enough. So maybe you're really watching how it is you're communicating to the loved ones at this time, saying only what you mean. On the 19th, we have our sun entering Aquarius, and on the 27th, we have our new moon at 8 degrees of Aquarius, which is why I'm using the Aquarian Tarot deck. But this is the 8th house. This is new intimacy for Cancer. This could be new sex. 8th house is sex, intimacy. It's also shared resources and other people's money. You could be receiving a new source of wealth around the time of the new moon. And if you need new investors, investments, if you're waiting on a settlement or an inheritance to come through, that's the 8th house. That's where your new moon is. Set your visualization, your intention, which is a visualization, or you can write it down, of where you'd like to see yourself in that 8th house. What kind of money do you need? Who do you expect it from? With whom? And what needs to be done? This is a powerful new moon in that sector. It's the only one you'll receive this year in the 8th house. So use it wisely. And on the 28th, we have a Mars transit. Mars is entering the sign that he naturally governs, Aries, through the 9th of March. And this is energy, stamina, drive, will, and determination. in the sector of the 10th house of career. This is about your highest potential. This is about energy in how you're working, what you're doing for a living. This is about stamina and desire to do what it is you love to do. And this could also be a little bit of aggression and a harsh tone. I don't want to say a little bit. It is what it is. It's aggression and it's anger. Maybe coming from paternal figures or bosses, authority figures. So watch, if you're reporting to someone in this lifetime, and I'm sure we all have at some point, don't take what they're saying personally, but don't react to their action. Don't become the moon to their Mars. Oh, that's kind of cute. I had to remember that, write that down. You don't want to react to this aggression in the 10th house, whether it's coming from you. If you are the boss, watch your tone to your employees. Bite your tongue a little bit here, because you don't want to come off as the emperor, which is what Mars is in Aries. That is the emperor. I'm just getting that strongly. Well, I know that that's what the card in the tarot means. The emperor is Mars and Aries. But let's see what comes up in these, because I've been shuffling the whole time. And if you'd like to book with me, this is my sole profession. I read all through the week. I counsel people. I am a guidance counselor that doesn't work in a school. And I'm a hope dealer. And I'm an astrologer. And I'm a tarot reader. And I'm an empath. So if I can help you in any way, you just need to select your desired reading length via the PayPal button, and I will get back to you in an email in a day or two and set up some times with you. I'll give you options right there in the email. I also would love for you to check out my readings page on my website, audreyalison.com. I have a new readings page that I just did, and I'm really proud of myself because I can't believe I did it in the website builder. I'm basically a computer engineer over here trying to figure everything out, but it's exciting because it looks really aesthetically pleasing, and I'm offering a new reading. It's called The Lovers 2-Chart Compatibility Relationship Analysis. The Lovers I get from Pollux and Castor, the constellations that represent Gemini, and I'm actually wearing that constellation right now. This is Gemini, and I just realized that. And I've been saying Pollux and Castor in a few other readings, and I never even referred to the pendant. But my best friend got me this, and it's my favorite. It's the constellation of Gemini. And I don't know if you could see the little diamond chip sparkling in there, but she's super pretty. Anyway, that reading is an option on my readings page, and it discusses 2 charts. So if you're in a relationship and you want to see how you're grooving, or if you're interested in picking your perfect wedding date for the year, that's what I do. I love that. Give me that challenge. I will pick you the perfect wedding date or option for a few. Anyway, Cancer, let's get to the cards. I've thoroughly shuffled, and I've even been brushing with my feather under the table. I usually cleanse my deck with a few things. I have several rituals with my cards, and I'll be showing what I do with my cards soon enough. I have a whole thing planned here in the new residence with the options to record, and I'll be showing my viewers after 3 years of my rituals. I'll be showing what I do with the tarot. Okay, so first card for Cancer, Strength. This came up for Leo. I remember that because I was freaking out that it was the card that represents Leo. But some Cancers have a very powerful Leo presence in their life, or this is the card of your personal strength. Your 6th house is so impacted with Mercury retrograding into there. Your health and strength will become important to you. Weight training, muscle building, toning. These are all things we need as we get older. It doesn't get easier as we get older. Our body starts to decline, so we have to keep up the strength. Page of Swords. This guy's coming up in a lot of readings. He's symbolizing Mercury. And the swords rule the air, the wind, the mercurial energy of Gemini. This is about Mercury going direct and retrograde, back and forth. And also this could be a younger air sign male. I don't think it is, but Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, younger energy coming in. Another card, Four of Cups. This is about nostalgia, maybe feeling a little bit woe is me around the holidays, maybe imbibing too much. He's got 3 full cups in front of him, 1 empty cup above. So for every glass of wine someone's pouring you, Cancer, we know you like your drinks and you're nurturing food and cocktails. You don't need to drink all 4 of them at once. Just take it easy stacking up the holiday cocktails. You don't want to be at the bottom of a bottle of eggnog. I do think that, the holiday times bring up a lot of the past. This could be in regards to the 4th house of Mother. The 4 of Cups is about your environment and your foundation, where you came from. Maybe some of your mothers have passed and you're nostalgic and you can be depressed. Holidays are extremely depressing. I personally have never really gotten into Christmas until this year because now I'm around my mom. But it's hard when you're away. 2 of Rods. Romance. Wow, this is a beautiful card. Look at that moon or the sun, whatever he's depicting there, matches my nails. I love these colors. They're like a muted palette of watercolors, and they're really doing it for me. They're really romantic, and they're aesthetically pleasing to my eyes. 2 of Rods is romance, is the 5th house and the 7th house, where Mercury is direct in Capricorn in your marriage sector. Communicating with the spouse, getting things on target in your intimate relationships. 8th house, where you have the new moon and the sun. So, that's funny, I didn't know if this was a moon or a sun. And that's just exactly what this is, 8th house energy as well. Interesting how that kind of manifests or flows out. So if I had to look at these cards together, which I do, allow Mercury to go direct first from the 8th on before really having this heart-to-heart in your intimacies, or, if you're feeling low regarding the past or sadness or family that you're not connecting with, allow Mercury to go direct, because I feel like this won't be as harsh in the second half of the month as it could be. You're starting it off with strength. So this starts well and ends well. 2 of Rods. If you're strong, you then have the potential to connect with someone new. If you're feeling your best and you're at your best, you can receive your best. I love that, Cancer. So I hope that this was helpful for you, and some of you might be connecting with an actual Leo. A Leo male. Well, it doesn't have to be a Leo male. There's a Leo man on this card, but it could be a Leo female as well. I hope this was helpful. I am wishing you a sweet January and a beautiful holiday season. And remember, the sky is limitless, so reach for the stars.